Alright, so this is week 3 video for psychology of sport and exercise. So the first question we are answering today is reflect on sport, fitness, or rehab environment you've experienced. What aspects of the environment contributed or detracted from its overall effectiveness? I injured my knee really bad in high school, and basically my right knee popped out of its socket and then popped back in really fast, but it didn't end up tearing anything, so I did not require surgery or anything like that. But due to the severeness of the sprain, I did have to go get some rehab and physical therapy. But due to like the trauma that my knee did experience, it didn't heal perfectly correctly, so I still experienced some aches and pains when I do that. But my physical therapist gave me a lot of different exercises to do and stuff that I still do to this day that help me manage that daily pain, so I only really experience it during times of like heavy strain or stress on it. And I think what detracted from the overall effectiveness is just that because my injury was not as quote-unquote severe as if I tore something or if I needed surgery, I didn't go to PT as longer as a lot of other people did. So that's why, like I said, that's why sometimes my knee aches more than probably it should have due to just the shorter time that I just spend in PT. And how can individual and team training or rehabilitation settings encourage each other's success while avoiding unhealthy competition? I think when, in my own personal experience during like team training, I think it's up to like a coach and then just like other stuff, trainers and stuff like that, to help build like a very, like doing different exercises or activities during training to help like build up that encouragement level. And then like team building, especially when you are considering like team sports like volleyball, soccer, basketball, like doing those like team exercises and stuff that encourages teamwork, I think is really how you get away from that unhealthy competition, and you encourage people to like cheer each other on and kind of stuff like that. At least in my own personal experience, that's what helped. And then how does social media affect modern team dynamics? I think like, at least from like the professional sport environment, from like an outsider looking in, I think it definitely like adds like a new element, because you see like a lot of promotional videos that teams are doing now, like you know, you have like social media interns and stuff like that, like with a lot of professional sports teams and stuff, which isn't a position that used to be had a long time ago. And I think that that's contributed a lot to like marketing the sport's popularity and fan bases and stuff like that, I think. But specifically within like public criticism, I think it allows for a lot of more public criticism, because stuff is so, when it's out there on the internet, you know, it's open to critique, and you know, you're always gonna have haters and people that like it and people that don't like it and stuff. And I think that kind of puts it more in the limelight than it used to be. And then board of directors table. I would say in my board of directors table, it would be my mom, my dad, and my grandmother, because my mom, my dad, and my grandmother have really helped shape my life thus far, because my mother taught me how to have like compassion and empathy for others due to she works as an OT, so that's what stuff she faces every day. And she really taught me to value that and to like really take into account what other people are feeling and experiencing day to day. And my dad helped me really set goals for myself, like not let me limit myself by what I might think is possible, but to really push myself in my goals for my future. And my grandmother taught me kind of the kindness aspect, and just to be kind to everyone, and to really take each day as it is, and to treat every day and to treat every person, you know, the best that you can, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future. And then how should leaders in sport and exercise deliver corrective feedback in a way that enhances performance? I would say being honest and building a prior relationship, so that way that feedback comes from a closer connection. I think because I received feedback a lot better from coaches and people that I was closer with versus someone that I didn't really know as well. And I think, like I said, being honest and building, like, not sugarcoating it, at least for me as an athlete, I think I did better with just, like, honesty about what was going wrong and what I needed to do better, and also what I was doing good at the time. I think balancing that, like, what needs to work on, what's going well, I think is a good way to enhance performance while also making sure that, like, an athlete's confidence stays up. And then improving your ability to communicate. I think I'm kind of an introverted person, so I think if I got better at getting to know strangers and, you know, putting myself out there in different, like, larger group settings, that would help me improve as a leader, a potential leader, because I won't often, like, put myself out there or be the first one to talk to someone else, which kind of inhibits, you know, new conversations and new opportunities. I've gotten better about that, but that's still probably an area that I need to improve on to further enhance my potential. And I believe that is all the questions, so hope you guys are having a good week.